There are two kinds of drivers in motorsports. The ones who are talented, rise up the ranks through dedication, hard work and skill. And then there is a second kind, the ones who have a lot of money. I mean, literally a lot of money. While the first type of drivers reach to top levels by winning races, championships, consistent results in the junior categories. Obviously, it's not a secret that talent alone is not enough to move to higher levels of racing, as motor racing is an expensive sport to be in, and there is a certain level of financial support required by the drivers, generally funded by sponsorship from companies or organizations supporting a driver's career. If a driver is not performing up to the mark, the funding could be withdrawn and the driver might be relegated to lower ranks, or even move to an alternative career. And when it comes to the second type of drivers, those who have unlimited source of money, they will just hang out for year after year without achieving anything and just to annoy people. And no, I'm not talking about Sean Gallel. He finally left F2 for good. You may have guessed it already. He is the latest recruit of the DAMS F2 team. In this episode of the 2021 Formula 2 Driver Focus, we are featuring the drivers from DAMS, Marcus Armstrong and Roy Nissany. So stay tuned till the end of the video to know more about their racing career and highlights, how they performed in 2020 and what to expect in 2021. And if Formula 1 or Formula 2 is your kind of sport, do subscribe to the channel as lots more exciting content is coming up this year. Sylvan Adams, the Canadian billionaire who funds Nissany's racing career, wants him to conquer the world by winning the Drivers' Championship with Williams. And no, I'm not kidding. You heard it right. His goal for funding Nissany is to see the Israeli flag on the car viewed by millions of people across the world. Nissany was born in November 1994 and has French and Israeli nationality. He is the son of the former racing driver Chanok Nissany and is currently the Formula 1 development driver for Williams F1 team. Nissany began his single-seater career in 2010 in the Formula Lister Junior Championship with Doltec Racing. The next couple of years, he raced in the ADAC Formal Masters with Muki Motorsport, and then he continued with the team for 2013 and 2014 and competed in the European F3 Championship. Roy did not have any notable performances, finishing 9th and 22nd in the overall standings. After a 3-year spell in several Formula series, he entered Formula 2 in 2018 after joining Campus Racing. After 10 rounds and 20 races, he scored only 1 point while his teammate Luca Giotto has scored 94 points. Nissany was replaced with Roberto Merri for the remaining 2 rounds. In 2019, Nissany suffered a training injury and did not compete in racing during that year. His racing career does not have any apparent highlights, apart from finishing 4th in the 2016 Formula V8 series and 5th in the World Series Formula V8 in 2017. Nissany just won 4 races in the 208 races he competed overall in his entire racing career from 2010. In 2020, he returned to Formula 2 with Trident Racing. Nissany scored a point in the opening race at the Red Bull Ring by finishing 10th. He then scored in Spa, finishing 8th, and was on the reverse grid pole for the sprint race. However, he retired from the race after a collision with fellow Williams Academy driver Dan Ticktum. Nissany ended the season 19th in the Drivers' Championship, scoring just 5 points. In 2020, he also served as a Williams test driver and made his Grand Prix weekend debut in the Spanish Grand Prix, taking part in FP1. He also appeared in the FP1 sessions at the Italian and Bahrain Grand Prix, as well as representing Williams at the post-season Young Driver Test in Abu Dhabi. After the 2020 season concluded, he tested the DAMS F2 car at the Bahrain International Circuit and was confirmed as their driver in early 2021. And in addition to racing in Formula 2, Nissany will continue to be a test driver at Williams for the 2021 season. He is set to take part in a day of the pre-season testing with the team, as well as appearing in 3 more FP1 sessions during the course of the season. By competing in F2 and doing the F1 test runs, Nissany's goal is to obtain the super license points to move to F1 in 2022. He is the kind of driver that Formula 2 or Formula 1 does not need, but the one we cannot avoid. In 2021, I expect Nissany to challenge for race wins and podiums and destroy the competition. What do you guys think? How many races Nissany can win? Let me know in the comments below. Marcus Armstrong was born in July 2000 in Christchurch, New Zealand. He is currently a member of the Ferrari Driver Academy. Armstrong graduated to single-seaters in 2014 for the New Zealand Formula 4 Championship. In 2016, Armstrong expanded his career with stints in the British Formula 3 and the two Formula Renault 2.0 series. In November 2016, Armstrong was among 5 drivers invited to join the Ferrari Driver Academy, confirmed as a member the following month. He then competed in several junior championship series, including ADAC Formula 4, Italian F4, Formula 3 European Championship, Formula 3, and Formula 2. In 2017, Armstrong raced in the Toyota Racing Series with M2 competition. He took 3 wins and finished 4th overall. The same year, he also competed in the ADAC F4 and Italian F4 championships with Prima Power Team, claiming 7 wins across both the series. 2017 to 2019 have been successful years for Armstrong as he finished in the top 3 in several racing series. In 2017, he won the Italian F4 Championship and finished runner-up in the ADAC F4 Championship. And in 2018, he claimed 3rd overall in the Toyota Racing Series. And in 2019, he finished 2nd in both Formula 3 and the Toyota Racing Series. In 2020, Armstrong competed in the Formula 2 Championship with ART Grand Prix. His maiden F2 campaign started on a high as he claimed 2nd in the Austrian Grand Prix feature race and 3rd in the Styrian Grand Prix sprint race. In the following 10 races from Hungary to Monza, he could finish in the points only twice, including 2 retirements. His best finish for the rest of the season is 4th in the Bahrain Grand Prix sprint race. The inconsistency hurt Armstrong as he could only manage 52 points and finished 13th overall. For the 2021 season, Armstrong will move from ART to DAMS. Both Armstrong and DAMS had a strange 2020. DAMS were 2019 team champions and finished 3rd in the 2017 and the 2018 campaigns. However, 2020 was a disappointment for the team as they could finish only 8th with just 1 win. They are still a race-winning team and could provide Armstrong with a strong chance to showcase his speed and race-winning ability. With 1 year experience under his belt with the F2 cars, Armstrong has the capability to mount a championship challenge. So what do you guys think? Where will he finish in 2021? Do mention your predictions in the comments below. So that concludes this episode of the driver feature. And in the next episode, I will cover HWA Race Lab, Matteo Nannini and Alessio Deleda. Do check out the playlist below to find out the drivers from Prima, Hitech and Carlin.